The 10th season of the Emmy Award-winning daytime talk show The Doctors just kicked off this week, and the show is coming back with a bang with an exclusive two-part interview with Aaron Carter. Here now to tell us more about the show are Doctors Travis Stork and Dr. Andrew Orden. Good morning, doctors.
Good morning, Will. How are you?
Good.
Sir?
Good to have you with us. Part two of this interview is with Aaron Carter. I've met Aaron before a couple of times. He seems to be a good guy, but this guy has had a troubled past and is troubled now.
Good guy, tough situation, and I think, look, we on the show this year are covering a lot of topics that deal with folks who maybe they have an addiction to something. So we're calling the season of the United States of Addiction. But with Aaron, the biggest issue that I see is that he's a people pleaser, and everything he's done in his life is trying to please other people. And for the first time, and people are seeing this on our show, we're begging him to please yourself. In other words, do what you need to do for you, not for everyone else. Take care of yourself, because he's battled with addiction. He's battled with an eating disorder. He's battled with such severe stress that he can't sleep at night. And I feel like really the episode that airs today, it's the break-even point for him where he has to make a decision. I want my life to get better now so I can live a long, happy, healthy life, or just continue my ways of the past, which is, of course, a dead end.
I mean, he really needs to be applauded. Number one, he realized I have a problem. You know, I'm looking very unhealthy, my addiction, my other psychological issues, and he's coming forward. He asked us for help. That's a very powerful message that hopefully other people watching will realize if they have a problem, they should seek help as well. But as Travis alluded to, a genuinely good guy. He let his hair down with us, and you know, it's sad. He had everything at a very young age. The support around him wasn't great. He just wanted to be loved. He just wanted to be a normal kid. That was very difficult, the way he became a superstar at such a young age. Now he's paying the price a little bit.
Do you guys, as professionals, obviously he took the first step and he said, I need help. What's the prognosis? Do you really believe he can make it through this bad time in his life?
For sure.
Well, I'll tell you, one word that we always use on our show is hope. But you can offer someone all the resources in the world, but at the end of the day, that individual, and this is no matter who you are, whether you're famous, not famous, rich, poor, at the end of the day, you have to make a choice. And I think this is all up to Aaron right now. But absolutely, I'm optimistic for Aaron, but he has to want it more than anyone else.
Another thing, congratulations, first of all, on 10 seasons of the show. That alone in daytime TV or any show in general is an enormous feat. What do you think is the success of the show?
I think it's the fact that the one thing we all have in common is our desire to be healthy. And every day, in fact, it seems like if we think back to 10 years ago, the advice we're giving now on stage, some of it's completely different because things are always evolving, and if we don't stay on top of the latest trends, the latest things you can be doing to improve your health, then we're doing ourselves a disservice. So the doctors, I think we fill a gap there. Yeah, you can't go see your doc every day.
Why is it lasted? You know, we talk about health and eating well and taking care of yourself and how to navigate through that difficult healthcare system. But I think we do it in a fun way. We do it in a genuine way. We're doctors and we take that seriously, but at the same time, we know how to have fun. We know how to have fun with each other. We laugh. That's always the best medicine.
And I would say last, well, we practice what we preach.
We do.
When we learn new stuff on the show, maybe it's something new you should be doing to improve your health. I have to say, we do a good job of doing it in our own lives. So much so that Drew has developed an arugula and kale
diet.
Habit.
That's it. No.
We're going to have an intervention later today because he has an arugula problem.
And that's another thing. We try not to preach too much. We acknowledge that everything in moderation has its place. But, you know, we try to uncover anything that if it's too much, that if it's potentially unsafe, it's a fad, there's no science to it, we will call that out.
Well,
and
guys,
be your medicine.
Guys, thanks so much for being on with us. Here's to 10, maybe 20 more seasons. You can watch The Doctors weekday mornings on our sister station, Fox Providence.